if you're a child, do not do this yourself. Ask your parents for permission. So make your containers. Put small pieces in. So it doesn't take 10 days to melt. Put wax in there. In a water bath. Water bath is a pot or something with a little bit, just a little bit of water in. This is not allowed, the bottom of this is not allowed to touch the water down there. So I think I've got about this much water, so half a centimetre, a third of an inch. This one fits snugly in, so that's why I chose that one. Put the heating on. Voila. And I have taken all my candles. Yeah, as you can see, there's white, brown, blue, and green color. So getting those organized, and then take from lightest to darkest color. So we're starting with white and melting that. And watch out for small pieces. Leave that over here. So basically just continue putting all the empty pieces. Remember, of course, remove things like small hairs, black pieces. This is scrap candle, so it will look a bit messy, but that's okay. And then come back to this in a bit. So as you can see here, it started to melt. This one was stuck here, so I'm literally just burning the wax line out. This should have softened it, hopefully enough that I can do. Okay, I can't do that yet. There we go. It's going to take some time, but that's okay. As you can see here, look how see-through it gets, and you can see all those black parts. That's good, because then we're getting there. Remember to break them up so that I touch those, they'll be hot. They melt faster. Okay, be right back. So now that most of it has melted, take your string and dip it in the wax. And then it's important to let it harden while it's laying straight. So much as straight as possible. This is just going to be the bottom layer, so the wax doesn't fall out. So what I'm going to do, the silk side, dip it into the wax to make it hard. And put it in a bowl that you're okay with ruining. Then take the wax that you're going to use, the wax paper thing. This is from our toilet paper. This is the big box we get them in. So we dip this in a good few times. Have this one to take the drop. And we put it on top of that container. It's now stuck together with wax. So I take a little bit more of that wax and dip it in, simply to create a bottom of the candle. As you can see, I'm just taking a little bit on the spatula and then in there. I've chosen a steel spatula because that I can with melted, I can melt the wax off with boiling hot water. Now a good thing with these is you need to put a pressure point on. You need weight. gonna use right now this one. Should be decent. Now there's a bit of a bottom. Don't know if you can see in there, but this is all stocked by wax. So when we filled it up and put the string in that, then in here, then we'll just peel all this off candle, and then we've had a homemade candle. So just gonna add a little bit more. Get a baking tray, because you're gonna need it. Move things a bit away. Is the smell in here? It's gonna be lemon. No. Okay, so white is lemon. Now remember, with this kind of essential smell, that it's per 100 milliliters, 1 deciliter, 0.1 what do you call it, 1 liter liquid goes maximum 2 drops. Now if you like me, you can measure with eye measurement, and there's probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 7 deciliters here. So what I'm gonna do is do like this, and then 7, and then maximum 2 drops. So I'll start with 7 drops and then go from there. You can smell the lemon. The lemon that I'm using is this kind. It is a new kind. See if it wants to focus. This kind, I just bought it, so okay. So 1, 2, well, that opened a lot. I think that's 5 or 6, 7, 8. Yeah. So that doesn't go now. So now, that one is out of there, and I have now put the wax line in, as you can see, and there had been a little problem there, so now I'm just waiting for that. And what I've learned is that you should take from there one of these with gloves on, and then pour gently over where you lean it up against the paper. That way, you want to smell. I will just show you. 2 seconds. And then you line it up against there so it doesn't spill. And then you just pour it in. So now the wax is all the way up there. Now if something happens, I got all this, try to protect it, but then we wait for it to dry. So now I've done 3 candles, so I'm going to turn that one up, and I'm going to kill this